Welcome back, Mech Warriors. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD, bringing you a Division A matchup between CTFR Alpha Squadron and Fidelis Machina. Now, I tried to cast Fidelis Machina last week, but my PC was running into some very bad issues. Since then, we haven't had those same issues. So here we go, take two. Anyways, this is Tournament of Stars. It's a 5v5 tournament. Clan only tech, meaning you can only bring clan mechs. Legendary mechs are allowed, but you can only bring one per drop. You cannot bring them on in any of the duels, and they must be purchasable through the in-game store. Game mode will be Conquest for the 5v5s. These first three little mini drops are going to be duels. It's going to start off with a 1v1, followed by two 2v2s. Yeah, the 1v1 will be with trial mechs. This week's mech is the Nightjeer, with 2 ER large, 2 Goss. That being said, both these teams are locked in, so I say we just get into the match. Alrighty. So, Fidelis Machina looks like it's primarily 5 JDX and JGX members. At least that's what I've been seeing. CTFR, I don't really know much about CTFR. So, I don't know. I can't really talk about them. Over here for CTFR, we have Arzik.
Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
And on Fidelis Machina's side, we have Jiffy. Looks like Arzik getting, well, both teams going to their respective Pokeball sides. I mean, I guess you could call this one, what, a Great Ball? Kind of looks like a Great Ball, right? Great Ball's the blue one. Jiffy 89%, Arzik 92. Well, I'm gonna go see how Jiffy's doing here. Jiffy burning those jump jets, trying to get the angle so he can get the shots. Looks like most of the damage has been going into the CT and right arm there. Arzik 87%, Jiffy 80. Arzik now dropping down to 83. Jiffy burning his jump jets, getting that damage spread into his arm. Jiffy 73%, Arzik 80%. Arzik 76%, wow. Arzik closing the distance, has his left torso open, and essentially one touch. If Jiffy can land that Goss on that side torso, on that left torso, it'll be gone. Now it's one touch. Ooh! Down goes Jiffy to the CT. GG, great job, Arzik. Feel free to look at those stats while I update the scoreboard. Both players doing pretty much the same amount of damage, but it looks like Arzik had just slightly better aim, capitalizing on the CT. Either that or was better at twisting. Let's swap these team sides, swap the server, and swap the map. We're heading off to Mech Factory. Ooh, okay. CTFR Alpha Squadron fielding Stimrog for the 2v2. Now, who's going to be his partner? Monkeyatso and Navid coming in for Fidelis Machina here. Now, this first 2v2 is mediums and assaults. Primarily, we've been seeing Stone Rhinos. Stone Rhinos and just, whatever medium mech that the team decides to bring, be it like Storm Crows or Hunchbacks. But primarily, we've been seeing Stone Rhinos as the assault. Seen a couple of Direwolves here and there. Saw a Highlander 2C Keeper once. But other than that, freaking Stone Rhinos, man. Looks like Stimrog's partner is gonna be Sultan. Nice. Okay. This should be a really good fight. And I'm going to check the stream real fast just to make sure that it's up and running. Looks to be. And let's change the sides of the scorecards there. Fidelis Machina green, but no lock call just yet. 145 tons. What are some 45-ton clan mediums? I think the Stormcrow is one. Viper is 40, if I remember correctly. There we go. There's the lock call from Team 1. Waiting on Team 2 now, CTFR Alpha Squadron. Shooby dooby dooby doo. And there's the lock call. Let's get to drop 1.2 first 2v2. Over here on Team 2 side, that's CTFR. That's the red team. We have a Direwolf A Platinum variant. Rocking 7 Ultra AC5s. Wow, okay. And please ignore my dog in the background if you can hear it. And a Stimrog in a Vapor Eagle A with an LB-20, 2 Flamers, and 4 SRM-6 with Artemis. Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team. That's Fidelis Machina. We have Monk Gyatso in the Stone Rhino Koloss with 2 ER Larges, 6 SRM-6, and 2 Hag-30. Paired up with him is Navid A1 in the Meshapishu with 6 AP Goss, 3 Plasma Cannon. Ah, bless me. Sorry. Navid getting an early plasma shot off. Not sure who's hit Sultan yet. My guess is it would have to be Monk Gyatso. Stimrog pushing up through the center of the map. Sultan on the south side ramp. Monk Gyatso now pushing up the south side ramp as well. Looking to engage with Sultan. Stimrog getting a flanking maneuver here. Ooh, there goes Sultan down for the count. But Monk Gyatso loses half of his mech. Only losing a Hag-30, ER Large, and 2 SRM-6. Stimrog now engaged with Navid here. Stimrog left torso almost open. Navid legged in that Meshapishu. So there goes that left torso, so Stimrog has lost his LV-20, but he still gets the kill on Monk Gyatso. Stimrog down to just a single Flamer and 2 SRM-6s with Artemis. Now, he's got to make these shots count. Navid A1 doing his best to shield his leg, while Stimrog trying to shield that right torso of his so that he still has weapons. Ooh. Right torso now 1 touch on Stimrog. And down goes Stimrog.
Good job, soldiers.
GG. That's a Fidelis Machina win. 2-1. And I'm going to update the scorecard here. Alrighty. Very nicely done, Fidelis. And now we head off to Boreal Reach, where we will see these teams field a light and a heavy mech. So far, the most common light mech that we've seen on this drop is the Adder Warthog. Yeah, obviously sporting various builds, but primarily AP Goss, the 14 AP Goss. As for heavies, we've been seeing Sun Spiders, Riflemen, Orion 2Cs, you know, just a bunch of different mechs. As for lights, some alternatives that we've seen are the Jenner 2C, the CERN bomber, and yeah, I think that's like, or at least that's all I can really remember, is the Adder Warthog and the Jenner 2C. CTFR is locked, just waiting on Team 2 to lock up. Now I have a question. How the heck did you fit 7 AC5 on a direwolf? Are you just skimping on armor? On like leg armor? Because I know with the ultraviolet you can get up to 8 ballistic hardpoints, you know, using the ultraviolet arms. But I guess you could run out with like maybe 4 tons of ammo. Maybe. Alrighty. Both teams are locked. So let's jump right into Boreal Reach. Over here on Team 2 side, that's Fidelis Machina. That's the red team. We have JP Django in an Adder Warthog with 14 AP Goss. Brower in a Nightgear D with an ERPBC 3 AC-10.
Command. Eliminate all enemies.
Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team. That's CTFR. We have a Nightgear Jade Kite piloted by SHD2 with 6 Ultra AC2, and next comp in a Adder Warthog with 14 AP Goss and a medium pulse laser. Looks like the Adders are taking their respective right sides. Next comp kind of playing defensively, little frontline defense. SHD2 down to 92%. 89 now. JP Django 97%. Brower 87%. Next comp 100. Looks like we're about to get a little bit of an engagement here between the Warthogs. Next comp getting a nice first strike on JP Django without taking damage in return. Oh, SHD2 dropping down to 71%. Wow. Next comp trying to get a different angle, maybe trying to pull some aggro off of SHD2 there. JP Django still just lying in wait around these boxes. SHD2 center torso is open. He's sitting at 55%. Right arm getting into one touch. Left arm or left leg opened up. Brower and SHD2 now just pushing forward towards each other. Brower eliminating SHD2 and shortly after takes out next comp. Wow, Brower is still pretty fresh, but JP Django here, open CT. So that is going to be a Fidelis Machina win. (2-0). Oh no, did I forget to swap the cards? I think I forgot to swap the cards. That's my bad, everybody. Yep, I definitely forgot to swap the cards. Cool. Good to know. Alrighty. We're going off to Hellbore for the first 5v5. First of 4 5v5s. Primarily, we've been seeing stuff like Vipers and Warthogs on this first drop. Now, we saw the other day very interesting tactic with the Vipers using LMGs and ER Meads, which, who'd have thought? You know, makes sense. Turn the Viper into a mid-range skirmisher rather than the close-range heavy machine gun brawler that we all know and love. Both teams getting their players into the lobby. Oh, out comes the big man himself, Krasnopesky. And Team 1 is locked. Looks like they're going to be doing a 4-1 split Bravo Charlie. Whether that makes any real difference, my opinion, not really. Just it's the spawns that are closer to the point that they're going to be running towards. And it looks like CTFR opting for a 1-4 split Bravo Charlie. Just waiting on SHD2 to ready up and call the lock. There we go, both teams are locked. With that, we're going into Hellbore. Looks like the teams are loading in very quickly right now. Over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team, that's CTFR. We have 4 Vipers and an Arctic Wolf Prime. Let's see, we got a Viper C with heavy machine guns, 5 micro pulse, Viper F regular machine guns, 3 small pulse, Viper F with 2 machine guns, 10 heavy machine guns, 1 ER micro, Arctic Wolf Prime with 4 SRM6 and Artemis, and heavy machine gun micro pulse. Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team, that's Fidelis Machina. We have 4 Vipers, 4 Viper Fs, and a Jenner 2C2. Let's see what these Vipers are rocking. Machine gun, small pulse, Jenner 2C2 with 4 heavy meats, 8 machine guns, 1 large laser, 2 heavy mediums. Interesting. 2 machine guns, 6 heavy machine guns, 5 heavy small. And 8 machine guns, 5 small pulse. Alright. Looks like both teams opting to, stay away from the objective and instead fight over towards the center. Look at all that machine gun fire. Down goes Stimrog very quickly to JP Django. Oh, I hear a leg got taken. There goes Jiffy. We got SHD2 and JP Django down in the trench, duking it out. Down went E-picked. Oh, SHD2's been legged. And now SH is getting support from Arzak. Down goes next comp. SHD2 legged and just ripe for the taking. Down go the last 2 mechs for CTFR. Very well done, Fidelis Machina. 5-1 on drop 2 here. Let's see, any decals?
Resource point Beta is ours.
Decals, nope, just paint. Just a Jaguar paint job. Decals, decals. Feel free to look at those numbers while I update the scorecard. And I'm just going to proactively swap the team's card, swap the server now, and start swapping players. Very well done. You know, I like that they decided to take the fight away from the objective and just say, you know what, let's duke it out towards the center of the map, around kind of where quick play fights generally happen. And let's take a look at that stream. See what's going on here. All right, match is just starting. Cool. Means the match took about 5 minutes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I hope everybody's been enjoying this week of competitive, having all of these matches streamed. You know, there were a lot of matches to watch this weekend. You know, so I hope that people have enjoyed all the matches so far. Looks like CTFR is starting to get readied up. And there's a lock call from CTFR. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Where? There we go. We're green across the board. Just waiting on the lock call from Fidelis Machina. There it is. Hellbore Outpost drop 3. Let's go. Just waiting on the teams to finish loading into the drop. There we go. Over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team, that's Fidelis Machina. We have 2 Shadowcat Mesh Peshus, Executioner M, a Vapor Eagle 1, a Jenner 2C2. Alright. Got Naviday 1 in the Vapor Eagle 1 with 2 ER Peeps, 2 Serm 6, 4 AP Goss, Monk Gyatso in the Executioner M with 5 ER Large, 5 ER Micro, Brower in one of the Mesh Peshus with 2 ER Meads, 6 LMGs, 2 Heavy Large, JP Django in the other Shadowcat Mesh Peshu with 2 ER Meads, 6 Light Machine Guns, 2 Heavy Large, and Krasnopesky in the Jenner 2C2 with 4 Heavy Medium Lasers. Over here on Team 1 side, that's CTFR. I see a lot of Mad Dogs. What are they, mad? We got a Jenner 2C with 6 SRM6, piloted by Stimrog. Arzak in a Mad Dog C with 6 small pulls, 4 SRM6 with Artemis, SHD2 in a Mad Dog Revenant with 6 ER Meads, 2 Heavy Large. Next comp in a Mad Dog B with 6 small pulls, 4 Artemis 6 with Artemis, and Sultan in the Revenant with 6 ER Meads, 2 Heavy Large Laser. Whew. Both teams opting once again to take kind of the same route that they took last time. Looks like Stimrog over here is gonna try to get in close. Is he gonna drop a UAV? Get some scouting information? Looks like he already has. Yep. Stimrog got the UAV up and is now dipping out. Whoa, Krasnopesky at 84% already. Let's get a read on him. Is that headshot damage? Nope, it's right torso. Looks like we have a airstrike called out. Is it going to hit anyone? Looks like it might have scratched next comp.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Yeah, just a little bit. Krasnopesky running out to grab Sigma, now returning back to support his team, maybe? Or is he just gonna sit and wait over there by Sigma? Looks like Stimrog now rejoining his teammates. Another airstrike out. Ooh, is it gonna touch Arzak? Nope. Ooh. We got some shots coming out onto SHD2 here. How's he looking? Yeah, it's still pretty fresh. Lowest percentage in this match right now is Navid A1 at 78%. JP Django just kind of skirmishing a little bit with the Mad Dogs underneath the tree. And Stimrog gets a shot off on JP Django, but is getting punished for it from range out towards Sigma. Looks like Fidelis Machina setting up a receive line now. If you're wondering why I'm following CTFR, well, it's because it's easy to fit them all, or at least a majority of them, on the screen. And, you know, fit the rest of Fidelis Machina also on the screen. You know, except we do have one mech from Fidelis Machina way out there. Well, looks like JP Django's about to get some shots here, doing a little bit of scouting. Dropping down, not good. If CTFR can round this corner fast enough, they could get some shots off on JP Django here, but Django's going to have cover from Brower up in the jungle gym. Oh yes. CTFR punishing JP now. Ooh, Sultan at 60% loses his left torso. CT is open. He's cooking. Is he gonna go down? Down goes Sultan. Stimrog at the front of the pack now, engaging with JP Django. JP Django CT is one touch from the rear. We have Krasnopesky out towards the center of the map once again with those heavy lasers, heavy mediums. Looks like we got some shots coming out for next comp here. How's he looking? Ooh. Gets both side torsos taken and falls. Stimrog jumping down, trying to get some damage in, it looks like, or at least secure a kill on one mech. Navid at 39% goes down. Django self-destructs. Navid goes down. Stimrog also went down. Arzak and SHD2 are all that's left. Never mind, make that just SHD2. Where is he? He is up here by Sigma. It's a 3v1 situation. Monk Gyatso is just completely fresh. But Krasnopesky and Brower are a little beat up. Let's get a read on Kraz. Right torso is open. That's not too bad. And Brower in his Meshapeshu open CT. Let's see, we have sight on Brower. And down goes SHD2. That's another Fidelis Machina win, 5-2. Monkeyatsu farming, just absolutely farming. And it's off to Caustic. Caustic Valley. Region should be North America now, as Fidelis Machina is an NA team. Don't forget to stay hydrated, Mech Warriors. It's the summertime. It's going to get hot. So, yeah, keep water handy at all times. Drink up, stay hydrated, stay cool. Oh boy. Looking like CTFR sending a lot of people out to go fix some builds, maybe. Or maybe they're swapping pilots in. Who knows? Not me. Looks like we're green on Fidelis Machina's side. Just waiting on that lock call. There it is. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. CTFR bringing in Kalsari Kennett. Interesting. Swapping out SHD2. And it looks like they brought in Epict as well. Epict, Epict. I don't know. Tell me how to pronounce that name. Looks like we're almost ready on CTFR side, just waiting on Arzak to ready up and for the lock to be called. Both teams sitting at the maximum tonnage, 375. Team 1, Fidelis Machina, going for a 1-2-2 split, Alpha Bravo Charlie. What does that allow for? I think they're going to be setting up a very big firing line. There's the lock call from Team 2, CTFR. So, yeah, let's get it started. Now, if I were to guess what's going to happen on this match, I'd be guessing range trade. Blue lasers, Goss, just long-range shenanigans. Very interesting animation there.
Man coming in.
Anyways, over here on Team 2 side, we have 4 Gargoyle Ds and a Stormcrow Prime. Stormcrow Prime rocking ER Meads, 2 Heavy Large, and Micro Pulse Lasers. These Gargoyle Ds with Heavy Larges and Micro Pulses. Yep. Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team, that's Fidelis Machina. We have an Incubus Saber, 3 Blood Asp Rancors, and an Orion 2C Skull. Blast Rancor with 6 ER Large, 6 ER Micro, 5 ER Large, 6 Small Pulse. Let's take a look at this Incubus Saber real fast. Is it the typical SRM's machine guns? Yeah.
Enemy.
Okay. Jiffy, 5 ER Large, Small Pulse. What about Brower? He's ER Peeps. Yep. ER Peeps, LB20, CERM 6. So yeah, looks like Fidelis Machina just setting up to receive. Putting mechs up high. Stimrod caught out in the firing line. He's the only target for them to shoot at, so he's going to go down very quick here. But he's distracting the opposition long enough that the rest of his team is pushed in. They're on top of Krasnopesky. They're pushing through, continuing forward. JP Django coming up the rear behind Epic, taking him out. Sultan now trying to push onto Jiffy here, but just getting backshotted by JP Django this entire time. Down went Kalsari Kennett. Krasnopesky self-destructs. And there's only 1 mech left. That's Arzak. Down goes Arzak. GG. CTFR. That's a Fidelis Machina win. 5-1. Now all Fidelis has to do is spread out, capture the points, and they'll win. Yeah. I do like the idea of the Gargoyle Rush, but, you know,
We have gained Epsilon.
The fact that Fidelis Machina seemed to know what was coming, you know, they just set up to receive it, and they received it very well. Wowie. SHD2 saying it's pronounced E-picked. Alright, I was pronouncing it correctly before. Noted. Haha. Fidelis Machina with a very commanding performance this round. Score currently 6 points for CTFR Alpha Squadron, 23 points for Fidelis Machina. At least if my calculations are correct. And I believe they are. I believe. And there's a lock call from Team 1 CTFR. Looks like Fidelis Machina might be swapping out players, might be changing mech builds. Who knows? In comes Navid. Still waiting on one more player, and it's gonna be Jiffy. Looks like they dropped Brower for Krasnopesky as well. Oh. And we've lost a player. Who are they going to be fielding? Oh, Jiffy. Okay. Looks like the players are starting to ready up. Lock call should be coming here pretty soon. There it is. Now we make our way into the 5th and final drop for this match. I love this little, what element would that be? Whatever element it is, it's cool. It's like a little blood fountain. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. Teams are loading in. Here they come. Over here on team 2 side, that's the red team. That's Fidelis Machina. We have 4 Stone Rhinos and an Incubus Saber. We have JP Django in the Incubus Saber, running the same build as before. Navid A1 in the Stone Rhino 1 with 6 ER Meads, 2 Hack 40. Jiffy in a Stone Rhino 1 with an ER PPC, 4 AC 10. Monkiato in a Stone Rhino 7 with ER Meads and ER Larges. Krasnopesky in a Stone Rhino 6 with ER Meads, ER Larges. Over here on team 1 side, that's the blue team, that's CTFR. We have Exes and a Hellfire Void. Sultan in an Executioner Prime with ER Peeps, Red Micros, Micro Pulses, Stimrog, XEA, ER Smalls, ER Peeps, Azrak, XEB, Red Lasers, ER Peeps, Kalsari Kennet with ER Peeps, Red Lasers, and E-Picked in the Void with the Gauss Rifle, ER Meads, 2 Heavy Larges. Looks like CTFR taking the cap point, trying to force Fidelis Machina to come down and engage with them in close range. Saying, hey, we notice you guys want to sit back. Y'all have all that long range. Let's just cap this point and force you to come down here. Krasnopesky at 74%. Majority of CTFR around the, I would say it's averaging out to like 85%. Monkiato 77%, Navid A1 91, JP Django 95, Jiffy 96, Kalsari Kennet 90%, Stimrog 97, Sultan 78, Arzek 72, E-Picked 96. Krasnopesky at a very nice percentage right now. Looks like E-Picked getting traded by with Navid over there. Ooh, let's get a read on Sultan. A little bit of structure damage, maybe got struck, maybe backshot, or possibly cooked himself a little. Arzak also a little bit of structure damage there. Now, I wonder what Stimrog is doing way off to the camera's right. Oh, JP Django has been spotted in the back line with that Incubus Saber. Navid A1 pushing up. Looks like he's engaged with Sultan here. Ooh, Stimrog goes down. Krasnopesky coming in to support Navid. Navid gets taken down. JP Django now jumping into the fight, flamering all the Xyz. Down goes Sultan. JP Django now squirreling out and past Krasnopesky, it looks like, or sitting next to Kraz, using him as cover maybe. JP Django now pushing up, taking the arm off of Kalsari Kennett. Down goes Django. Looks like Krasnopesky and Epict here. We're going blow for blow. Kraz open left torso, one touch. Kalsari Kennett. Ooh, Arzak goes down. Kalsari Kennett now pushing onto Krasnopesky, gets taken out from range by Monk Gyatso. Krasnopesky open CT, but is able to take down Epict with the help of his teammates. Well, GG. Kraz looking real beat up here. How's Jiffy looking? He's fresh. Monk Gyatso. Yeah, still fresh. I would consider that fresh. But very well played by Fidelis Machina here. Just making that slow push up
Beta is controlled by the enemy.
Up and into CTFR. Yeah, jump jets. Just trying to see if anybody has any cool paint jobs, cool decals.
They've taken Epsilon. Kappa is under enemy control.
Alrighty. So yeah, that's going to be a Fidelis Machina win, 5-2. Very nicely done. Monk Gyatso almost farming up 1,000 damage. Alrighty. Final score looks to be CTFR with 8 points, Fidelis Machina with 29 points. Very great matches. A lot of fun to watch. That being said, there is one more match to be casted here on the caster sheet coming up at midnight UTC. That's 8 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, that match will be a Division G match between FJRD Junkyard Dogs and 69th Falcon Irregulars. So be sure to stop on by for that. That being said, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, supporting these teams, supporting us Shoutcasters, supporting MWO Comp. Thank you so much, Liveish and Krasnopesky, for keeping MWO Comp alive. Thanks once again, Mr. Bear, for running Tournament of Stars here once again. And yeah. I think that about covers it. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. Keep it luscious.